What's up guys, Michael here. In this video we're going to talk about what type of businesses that you can operate or use to help you write off more products and services so you can pay a lot less taxes. So what the point of this is, when you open your business, you try to relate it to everything you do. Meaning is, if you're going to run a product and service business, you want more things that can incorporate your atmosphere. So when it comes to tax season, you can say, hey, I bought this product here, or I bought that product here, I bought this vehicle here, I bought this house here. And you can use that. You say this is part of your business expense. So what is interesting is thanks to the invention of the internet. Now, the invention of the internet helped you streamline processes and service. For example, this camera you're currently guys watching in, whereas I'm recording on, which you guys should click the subscribe button down below and the like button, is part of the business expense for YouTube. Oh shoot, I already gave away the answer. And yes, it is YouTube. YouTube is one major platform that you can incorporate in your business and service, and which can utilize for a lot of things that you can consider as a business expense. So let's give you a hypothetical example. You are a car detailing business, maybe car repair mechanic, maybe vinyl wrap shop. Maybe you work or you own a store. This usually applies to business owners. If you're not a business owner, then maybe you can incorporate this into your business. This is considered an advertising or marketing strategy 101, basically. So what I mean is, when you see those people on YouTube driving really nice cars and you're wondering how they do it and how do they write off in taxes, and when it's time to pay for tax season, when they come ask you and audit you, if they find out something is amiss, you can prove it to them. For example, okay, look at it this way. If you run, let's say, an engineering firm, you are doing structural engineering, you're designing houses, and you want to write off, let's say, food expense, which is pretty simple. You can't order meals every single day, but you can order certain meals at certain times, which you should check out the section 162 and what you can or cannot write off for taxes. But in this case, we're keeping general terms, meaning is food expenses you can write off, vehicle expenses for transportation you can write off, and you can look at what else can be applied to it. For example, electronics. If you want a new computer, you always wanted it back then, but you couldn't justify it, here's your opportunity. And let's say you're a structural engineer, and you need a new computer. Bam. That you can be added into for taxes. Keyboard, mouse, speaker, monitors, table, the list goes on. Anything that's related to that business. And you want to be more specific. Let's say I want a new kitchen. Now you think about it. Michael, how can I write that off? Then if you think about it in this way, then you think more business prone, like more anything utilize the tax strategy and tax law. And for a structural engineer, this actually applies even better, which is you can use it as, you can film it online and say, this is my plan to remodel this new kitchen, and how is it used for the tax law is because it's used to make you money. So when you drew that structural type of engineering project, you drew on a piece of paper and you sold it to a client and you put it on YouTube, use it as proof. That's the main part. You need to provide proof. Proof is you're getting a paycheck from a client, or proof number two, you're putting on YouTube and YouTube is providing you income, for which as you guys are watching this channel, which you could click the subscribe button down below, it's considered proof. Proof that this is a business. When you do it that way, then you send it to them. It's like, hey, I submitted this plan to remodel this kitchen here. You don't have to be like super specific. You can say client's kitchen or your own kitchen. If it's your own kitchen, you can say it's for my business for demonstration purposes. And this cost me A, B, and C money. And the byproduct is you get a new kitchen. Meaning all the material and goods you paid for, it's a tax write-off for your business, because your business it's all digital. That's what makes digital marketing so impressive, and digital business is very impressive. Digital businesses can be operate by themselves and operate alongside brick and mortar stores, which I suggest everyone should do. For example, if you're a cook or a chef, you prepare food. Now all the food and goods you buy, let's say you go to a grocery store, buy $100 of food, and you want to not pay taxes for it, or you want to pay less taxes for it. Now, how can you prove that? Open a cooking channel. Look at Josh Weissman. You look at Gordon Ramsay. When you buy those kitchen knives, those pots, those pans, kitchenware, redesign the kitchen. If it can be related to your business and you can prove it, that's the main part. Relate to business number one, prove it number two. And before, back then, related business, that's like gray area because they take your word for it. If it makes sense, when you tell them, when you do your tax return, then they won't question you. But if it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to you, but doesn't make sense to them, then you have to argue with them, which most of the time the IRS, she has the final say. But number two now, thanks to social media, cameras, and video sharing, like the camera you're watching on the Sony a7S III, now you have proof. Like, why did I get this camera you guys are currently watching this video on? This couple $1,000 camera. Like, there's no proof why I should spend this much money amount on this camera. Then use for what? And my proof is you guys are watching this video. So now how this can apply to you guys as a business. So if you're an artist, a startup drawer, maybe startup designer, maybe you want to be an art major, how can you relate you getting your tablets and utensils? If you guys have other businesses, please share them down below. Because if I ever make a part 2 and this video kicks off, I'll make a part 2 and listing out ideas that you guys can incorporate to your business. So if you are a product designer, a product construction, or maybe you do some type of service type of business, then your best choice for using it as a write-off for things that are not related to your business and you can make incorporate it in. Because the strategy now is to take whatever you have your business and try to incorporate all your things you do in your daily life as part of your business. If we can start doing that, then you can write off a lot more things as taxes. For example, I see a lot of people in real estate buying Louis Vuitton. Yes, you could do that. You can say, hey, I go meetings with people, point A, B, and C. But in the same time is, the IRS will come back and say, hey, you bought $3,000 in Hermes bags for the past couple months. Then you come in and buy Louis Vuitton in the next couple months. Then how does it relate back to your business? They'll question, they're not dumb. So if you're going to do real estate, you do real estate only that way, then when they question you, then you don't really have an answer for that. But here's the trick right here. If you took, like for example, this camera, start recording and say, hey, I'm gonna go meet with this client. I'm wearing this type of clothing, or I'm using this for a business. This is how you should dress up, and you dress on different clothing, and you tell the IRS, hey, I got a channel right here in social media. I use to advertise for my real estate platform. I buy his new clothing this for point A, B, and C. And you shoot that back to them. You tell the IRS, this is why I spend a couple $1,000s of clothing every month for. And first, in your mind, you want that product. But number two is you want to pay a lot less taxes for it. And that's one method you could do. Because now, the short and dirty answer is social media and proof. Video proof is preferred. And that proof, which is number 3, has to make you money. If you start buying items like left and right, and you're not recording a profit, meaning you're not having money come in, you don't have clients coming in, then after the first year, usually they will find us really suspicious that something's going on. And that's a red flag there. But for the people trying to run a legitimate business and trying to incorporate more items that you get, that are necessary for daily lives, for example, buying cars, renovating your home, maybe buying, let's say, figurines. If you buy figurines, if you use that, for example, maybe I might have a property in the background. Instead of having this boring backdrop, I might have a different backdrop, maybe have a figurine. You can use strategies like those, incorporate it, as long as you have a camera, as long as you have a business, as long as you can post videos on social media. And when the IRS comes back and asks you for these proof, you can have proof right here. And also you need clients too. If you don't have revenue coming in, then they can bite back at you. But if you have revenue coming in and you show it as proof, as concept, and using it as props, as long as they can see that, you're good to go. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please click the subscribe button down below. And I have more tips and tricks in the future on taxes. And also, if you guys want more different type of content, please comment down below. Because I see most of the content is mainly working with my CPA, making videos on how to fill out forms and instructing people what should they do as advice. But at the same time, you guys should always speak of your own financial advisor for this. But if you're looking for a really specific topic you can't find online, if I can help you or support you, so if you make it down to this video, you guys should write a comment down below and subscribe, because I will read your comment and potentially make a video around your topic. Because if you guys need some help or need some type of idea, I'll make a video on it. You can guarantee it. I'll see you guys next time. Please subscribe. Peace.